heavy hearts, only to reopen in the most unexpected ways. Tonight, our stories will reflect those lessons that life keeps teaching us, moments that don't always follow the script, stories that are etched with both sorrow and redemption, reminding us that even in uncertainty, grace still finds a way to show up. But that's not all. We will also treat you to a feast of the senses. Now, a love for jollof rice, crab, and pork, all together in one irresistible story. We'll also share a heartwarming tale of a father-daughter bond that proves some connections are simply divine. And for anyone carrying the weight of milestones, we'll explore the bittersweet burden of graduation. Now, the pride, the tears, and extent of sacrifice parents can't make for their children. Welcome aboard NEWSLINE Airways tonight. I'm not just your pilot, but I'm also your cabin crew, here to serve you a taste of a slice of celebration and a full helping hand of real life. So fasten your seatbelts and let's enjoy the ride, and hopefully no turbulence tonight. All right, here's the news segment of NEWSLINE. Now, some communities in Ngaski local government area of Kebbi State are protesting against a mining company, El Tadam Exploration Company, for allegedly disuniting its people through conspiracy. They are therefore calling on the federal and state governments to wade into the matter. Jafar Yusuf Ilo has more.
Of Libata, Konga, and Kabirba in Ngaski local government area of Kebbi State, they have enjoyed peaceful coexistence before the arrival of El Tahdam Exploration Company, which they allegedly played a divide and rule policy to disunite the three communities. The three communities united are therefore kicking against alleged social interference between the community as a potential threat to peace in the area.
On what we're after peace in our community. Doing this is bringing a lot of challenges and insecurity to our community. More especially at this time, at this era, where the issue of insecurity is very, very hazardous.
We are not really happy with the manner in which they are treating our people. At least we have to do something about it.
They have taken a significant step in addressing the challenges allegedly caused by El Tahdam Exploration Limited by taking the matter to court. The communities are seeking justice and fair treatment regarding the mining company in their area. The court has placed an injunction order restraining El Tahdam from entering the three villages. NTA made forensic effort to speak with the management of El Tahdam Exploration Company to no avail, since the defendant did not appear before the court. The case has been adjourned to September 16, 2025 for the defendants to present their case. In Kebbi, Jafari Subilo, NTA.
And in Lagos, democratized supply chain in the oil and gas sector has led to the emergence of a new tanker drivers association called Direct Company Drivers Association of Nigeria. Now, this new association is assuring Nigerians of prompt service delivery from depot to filling stations across the country. Lanre Beli has the details.
Considering the crucial role they play in the supply chain of delivering fuel that powers industries, vehicles, and machines in the country, the Direct Company Drivers Association of Nigeria said its activities will bolster transportation of fuel to keep the nation's socio-economic wheel running. Chairman of the Lagos unit of the association, quoting from the nation's constitution on freedom of association and formation of assembly, said the association exists to complement the supply chain in the oil and gas sector.
We are here to deliver good service to the nation. That is why we are gathering to talk to Nigeria people today. They should understand and support us. Our association is purely for our own drivers, not for any other person. And we are not joining any other union because it's an association on itself. Because we have right to be have an association.
Leaders of the Direct Transport Association Drivers Association of Nigeria revealed that they have 4,000 drivers presently, and 10,000 trucks with that of spare drivers will be employed soon to aid effective delivery.
Their salary is doubled national minimum wage, and their HMO is being taken care of. There's not going to be a situation where drivers will go to where they are supposed to be attended to and story will come up. They will have their trip allowances, housing allowances, and our association is committed in building truck terminals, hostels, and health cares.
Along the value chain of petrol delivery, fuel delivery is how to deliver to Nigerians, taking it from the depot down to the most needed areas, which is the petrol stations in the country. And this association, Direct Trucking Company Drivers Association of Nigeria, are saying they are ready to do just that. Larry Bilayi, NTA News.
Thank you, Larry. And now 63 people were killed and scores of houses set ablaze during 9th terror attack on a newly resettled Dara Jamal community in Bama local government area of Borno State. Governor Babagana Omara Zulum, who visited the community, confirmed the casualty while briefing newsmen. Mohammed Goni was there.
Situated about 30 kilometers away from Bama, the local government headquarters, Dar Jamal community was resettled barely 2 months ago, and the returnees have started picking off the pieces of their lives when the tragedy struck. Governor Zulum, who condemned the killing of innocent citizens and some security personnel, also sympathized with the residents over the attack, noting the high casualty recorded.
We had a meeting in Abuja with the National Security Advisor and other heads of security agencies. So far, so good. 2 sets of forest guards were trained in Maiduguri. We shall deploy the trained forest guards to most of the locations that are vulnerable so that they will protect the forest and they will protect the communities also.
On our part, I assure you that when we resume plenary, we are going to take further steps in reinforcing the security architecture of the country.
The governor appealed to the residents not to flee their homes, assuring them that security will be intensified in the area to forestall further attacks, adding that officials of the state government will remain with them to ensure restoration of total peace to the area. Professor Zulum also met with military officers during the visit, where they rubbed minds on the security situation. Some residents who narrated the incident to NTA crew during the visit said the terrorists targeted and killed male residents in their homes and set some houses ablaze. In Maiduguri, Mahmoud Goni, NTA News.
And Mariam Abacha Group of Universities, MAUM, had signed a memorandum of understanding with Seneca College of Applied Arts and Technology, Canada, on online English language training, students exchange, and other areas of mutual benefit. The founder and president of MAUM Group of Universities, Professor Adamo Abubakar Grazo, signed the document on behalf of the 4 universities in Canada, while David Agnew represented Seneca College. Here is Shehu Adamu with this report.
MAUM Group comprises of the Canadian University of Nigeria, Abuja, Franco-British International University, Kaduna, Mariam Abacha American University of Maradi, Niger Republic, and Mariam Abacha American University of Nigeria, Kano. The signing of the agreement is part of Professor Gorzo's unwavering commitment to link the 4 universities to other institutions across the globe to promote innovation and research in MAUM Group. With the signing of the MOU, Seneca Polytechnic and MAUM Group of universities agreed to share expertise, information, and provide support to achieve shared objectives.
We need to work with such institutions. If they have the money to pay for students, we should make sure that Seneca University is among the universities that our children can benefit the knowledge that is here.
The areas of cooperation, among others, include creating opportunities for students from the MAUM Group to continue their education at Seneca Polytechnic, creating opportunities for employees from the MAUM Group to receive education consultation from Seneca, and developing collaborative programs to be determined by Seneca and MAUM Group. Founder of MAUM Group, Professor Adamo Abubakar Gorzo, expressed the commitment of his universities
to ensure effective implementation of the MOU with a view to fostering research and innovation for academic excellence, saying the partnership will go a long way in laying a solid foundation for strong cooperation and collaboration between the two institutions. In Kano, Shehu Adamu, NTA News.
And the epidemic of corruption in Nigeria, a book that exposes the reality of corruption, serves as a mirror for self-examination and a guide towards a path of integrity, transparency, and accountability. It has been unveiled to the public. Now, this is just as professional institutions like ICANN thinks the Constitution should be strengthened to adequately fight the practice in Nigeria. Charles Alpha has that report.
At the roots of most corrupt practices, the manipulation of words. The book, The Epidemic of Corruption in Nigeria, seeks to address. From weakened institutions to eroded public trust and stunted development, corruption continues to weigh heavily on the nation's progress. While the author described the book as timely, the of Chartered Accountant of Nigeria, ICANN, emphasizes the training of accountants to identify and combat such illegal practices in their daily operations. For ICANN, accountants are more than just professionals balancing figures. They are custodians of truth and accountability. Through training, standards, and discipline, the institute equips its members to detect fraud, prevent financial mismanagement, and safeguard transparency within institutions.
To tamper justice with mercy in itself is injustice. I do not believe that we should be pardoning people, especially after conviction. I do not believe state pardons should apply to criminal offenses, because every member of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the 230 million, have stepped in the corruption you perpetrated while in our office. So why should we be forgiven? For you to be forgiven, all members of Nigeria should forgive you first before the government should consider giving you state pardon.
With the author's vision aligning with ICANN's mission in the fight against corruption, books like this, supported by institutional efforts, is believed can become vital tools offering knowledge, inspiration, and direction in winning the battle. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
And President Bola Tinubu congratulates Vice President Kashim Shettima and other distinguished Nigerians on their conferment as fellows of the Nigerian Research and Development. President Tinubu commends Vice President Shettima for his visionary leadership to implementing the administration's renewed hope agenda, particularly in driving inclusive growth, job creation, and sustainable development. The president equally applauds Dr. Yako Masha, renowned economist and director of the Intergovernmental Group of 24 on International Monetary Affairs and Development, G24, on the honor. Dr. Masha was a member of Presidential Economic Advisory Council between 2019 and 2022, which directly advised President Muhammadu Buhari on economic policy. President Tinubu describes their recognition as well-deserved and an inspiration to upcoming economists, researchers, and policy experts across the country. And Africa's largest television network, the NTA, is poised to maintaining its lead in television broadcasting on the continent, following the ongoing upgrade of its facilities across the nation. The Executive Director, News, NTA, Ayo Adewuyi, stated this during his visit to NTA Jalingo in Taraba State. Godwin Inadigun reports that the management of the station received him with excitement and high expectations.
Commissioned in April 2003, NTA Jalingo started transmission with clear signal for its teeming viewers within and outside the state. Years after, the station began to experience challenges following the wearing of its equipment and difficulty to replace them because of paucity of funds. The coming of the Executive Director News, Ayo Adewuyi, to the station, the third top 3 management staff of NTA after Tony Iraja to visit the station, elicited high expectations for the management and staff of NTA Jalingo.
I can assure you on behalf of the DG that in no distant time, first because when we take the issue of infrastructure, equipment, because that's the first contact with the people. Whatever people see on the screen is how they rate you first. Okay, so that's why we're taking that on first. Ensuring that all stations, especially state stations, are equipped with, new transmitters, digital transmitters, so that the pictures you are relaying is, attractive to people for more patronage. I think when we are done with that, by the grace of God, now go to face infrastructure. Know exactly what is going on in our states. We know, is aware and is working, tirelessly to ensure that we leave a very good legacy. That by the time we leave, we will know that we'll be able to say we have done our best, and NTA is better for it.
I want to use this opportunity too to appreciate President Ahmed Bola Tinubu for reconsidering his decision to reinstate the Director General, Comrade Saliu Abdulhamid Dembos, and your humble self, sir, back to your office, and all those that played critical role in ensuring that the truth prevail and ensure that you are back to your office.
The EDN was taking round the facilities for sightseeing in Jalingo, Godwin, Inalegu. NTA News.
All right, time to bring in sports now, and Bade Adeleye is joining me live. Bade, I beg your pardon. The Super Eagles are, of course, in third place with 10 points as at yesterday. I don't know. Do we still have any glimmer of hope for the World Cup?
Claire, it's very simple. Beat South Africa on Tuesday, and of course we can talk about that. But without that victory, we definitely cannot talk about qualifying. All right, let's quickly bring you some news when it comes to the world of sports. Let's begin with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who are now in South Africa after overcoming initial travel hitches for their must-win encounter against the Bafana Bafana on Tuesday. And of course, the 2013 African champions revived their hopes of qualifying in Group C after their 1-0 win over Rwanda on Saturday in New York. South Africa currently placed top of the group with 16 points, followed by Benin Republic on 11. The Eagles occupied the third position with 10 points. Meanwhile, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has failed a fitness test ahead of the crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier against the Bafana Bafana of South Africa on Tuesday. Osimhen limped off after sustaining an ankle injury in Nigeria's 1-0 victory over Rwanda on Saturday at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital. And away from that, let's return home now and tell you about actions in the Nigeria Premier Football League on March Day 3 on Sunday. And of course, 11 goals were scored from 10 venues where we had 10 matches. Highest score came from Kwara United's 2-0 victory over newly promoted Kun Khalifat, who are yet to secure a win this season. Meanwhile, reigning champions Remo Stars moved top of the league table with 7 points after edging past Warri Wolves 1-0 in Ikene. Elsewhere, Shooting Stars and Ikorodu City played a goalless draw in a Southwest derby, while Katsina United defeated Kano Pillars 1-0 in a Northwest derby. And to a bit of Formula One now, as Max Verstappen has taken his third victory of the Formula One season with a dominant performance to win the Italian Grand Prix ahead of his McLaren rivals. The reigning champion, who started from pole position, crossed the line 19 seconds clear of Lando Norris in second place. Because Oscar Piastri finished third in that race. And the final of the US Open is currently on between Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz, with Alcaraz claiming the fourth set. That does it on sports tonight. Let's return to Claire we're still very much hopeful that the Super Eagles will qualify.
Thank you, Bade. Thank you, Bade. Of course, well, let's wish the Super Eagles the best of luck. But it's time now to check the weather forecast for Monday.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the weather forecast. We're starting off the week with some morning thunderstorms and rains likely in parts of Taraba and Adamawa states. If you're in the north central, talking about the Federal Capital Territory, Niger, Nasarawa, Benue, Kogi, the southeastern states, as well as parts of Akwa Ibom and Cross River in the coastal belt, expect some morning rains. Other parts of the country are expected to stay mostly cloudy. Heading into the afternoon and evening hours, we're looking at better chances of thunderstorms and rains for much of the northern region, while rains are expected in the north central, isolated to the southwestern states, with better prospects in the southeast and coastal belts. Stand by for the temperature forecast coming up next. I am Theodora Itzum. Thank you for watching.
All right, and that's the news from here. We thank you for watching, but don't go away. NEWSLINE will take off in just a moment.
By the special grace of God, I will be turning 65 years old on the 21st September 2025. And this happens to be a Sunday. This is why I have decided to dedicate the day to God for all His blessings in my life and having a quiet birthday. I wish to appeal to those who would like to send a birthday card, cakes, flowers, greetings in the newspapers, or gifts. Should please send the funds to the designated account for a special project close to my heart, among many others. The completion of the National Library. This will be the best birthday present I could receive. My love for education has informed my decision to dedicate my birthday to this worthy cause. This fund is coordinated by the Federal Ministry of Education under Oluremi at 65 Education Fund, Zenith Bank PLC. Account number is 131-031-4977. Thank you for joining me in this building project. God bless you.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, Guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build the future. As Orashi rises, so does Imo and the hopes of a hard-working people. A new Imo is on the rise.
Give more strength to your hair with Mega Growth Leave-In Strengthener. It's infused with nourishing oils and conditioning proteins so you can say goodbye to hair breakage. Wow! Mega Growth Leave-In Strengthener.
Cadbury Hot Chocolate. Crafted from cocoa, milk, and sugar. Creamy, chocolatey, frothy goodness, rich taste, so satisfying.
Cadbury 3-in-1 Hot Chocolate, the treat you deserve.
Nivea Black and White Deodorant, now with 72-hour protection. But what does that mean? 3 cities in 3 days and no fear of sweat and odor. 120 dances with skin as smooth as the moves. sweat, stain and odor protection. Nivea Black and White Deodorant. Skin is for embracing life. Nivea is for skin.
In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supermalt supports our daily nutritional needs.
20 essential vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts for overall health and wellness. One Supermalt a day gives you energy and vitality, improves your mental performance, and supports your immunity.
Enjoy the delicious blend of cocoa, milk, and sugar with the chocolaty nourishment of Peak Chocolate Milk Powder. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Mom's Pride seasoning cubes now available in Kayamia flavor. A perfect blend of ingredients like garlic, ginger, onion, cloves, and many more. Mom's Pride Kayamia, Mom's Pride Dadawa, and Mom's Pride beef flavor. Mom's Pride. Share the pride.
All right, welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching NEWSLINE on the network service of the NTA. Now, from the heat of the roadside firewood stove to the polished kitchens of Government House. Now, that's the story of Oluwatosin Adejumo, a reminder that no struggle is ever wasted and that hope can be served in the most unexpected places. Now, Oluwatosin fried and sold puff-puff, braving the sun and rain to make a living and to all support her family. What seemed like a rehearsal soon became the doorway to her destiny. And the resilience and consistency drew the right attention. And today, the young woman, once asked by the roadside in Ugo, now serves as an official chef in the Osun Government House. Femi Aru says the moving story of how this young, powerful seller had great turns into it.
Every day, Oluwatosin Adejumo wears hard work by fending for herself since she lost her mother 4 years ago. She embraced the hustle with passion, always working on the streets and also at the government secretariat offices in Osogbo.
I went to Federal College of Education, Special Osho, where I studied economics through SHI. After graduating, I lost my mom, so I was able to further my education. Gradually, I gathered some money to start up a business of pop-up, and the type of those I'm buying from them, they gave it to me alone. After preparing, after selling, I returned back the money to them.
She knew Grace was watching and working a simple business day on August 28th. Governor Ademola Adeleke spotted her, bought up all the snacks, paid her extra money, and a few minutes chat promised to make one of the chefs at the Osun House. Days later, inside the Government House, Governor Ademola Adeleke fulfilled that promise, handing her a formal letter of employment.
A lot of people just use that as use it as a politics, that it will end there. And I want to tell you, the whole world, that it's not politics, it's genuinely. And I have another good news for her. She doesn't even education at Adeleke University, so that she can be a full graduate. And this because I see that, I see the zeal in her that she wants to make it.
In a gesture that melted hearts, the governor also gave her father and her mother's sister 2 million naira each.
I don't know him, but I like him because people talk about him. He's a good person and his family, and truly, really prove it. We should not be lazy. Like whatever we we should do something, like try to learn and work out. We should not be lazy.
For many, the story of the new chef, Oluwatosin, is not about luck. It is the celebration of the hustling spirits of a Nigerian youth.
Chai, Simi, there is dignity in labor. Congratulations, Oluwatosin. Now, from guarding Nigeria's borders to crossing international borders on 2 wheels, let's meet Akbewe Attractor Ogboro, the daring customs officer who swapped her official uniform for a biker's gear. She rode over 10,000 kilometers through deserts, forests, and foreign lands, from Lagos to Brussels on a motorcycle. Now, her incredible adventure tells a story of discipline, courage, and resilience, shaped by her years of service in the Nigeria Customs. Odiri Ogboro Arutere brings us this inspiring story.
It began as an adventure on 2 wheels, a voyage across continents in August 2025. A Nigerian woman ignited a bike in Lagos, setting her sights on Belgium. What followed was a breathtaking journey of grit and evidence, covering deserts, coastal lines, and foreign highways. Through torrential rains along the West African coast, the ocean sand of the Mauritania, and the rugged terrain of Morocco, she passed on, crossing into Europe. She rode through Spain and France, undeterred by fatigue, until she finally rode into Belgium. That woman is Akbewe Attractor Ogboro, a French graduate of the State University and a serving officer of the Nigerian Customs Service. Known for her adventurous spirits, Akbewe had earlier toured 12 African countries on her power bike in 2023. Her fluency in French and exposure to Francophone countries only fueled her desire to explore further. Her latest feat covered 10,265 kilometers, wrapped up in triumphant arrival at the Nigerian Embassy in Brussels. Colleagues and officials welcome her with pride, celebrating not just the completion of her journey, but the breaking of barriers.
Welcome. You have done it. You have made it. Welcome to Brussels. It's a ride for women inclusivity and the empowerment of the girl child, and also a cross-border research. The construction of the road in Mauritania seems like it's in the middle of the desert, so you are being hit by the wind, the sun, everything. It's very, very hot, and it was about 47 degrees. It was so hot that I was having heat waves and feeling very dizzy and tired. The road is between the desert and the sea. So the wind from the sea is blowing you from one side, and then the wind from the desert is blowing you from another side. So it was not as hot, but it was very windy, yes. So the bike was moving, swaying left, and I had to move very, very slowly to be able to continue the journey. But the initial flag off was at the headquarters in Abuja, and then I left from the Seme-Kraken border. That is the border between Lagos and Benin, and then I moved from Benin to Togo, from Togo to Burkina Faso, and then to Mali, to Senegal, Mauritania, Morocco, Spain, France, and then Belgium.
Akbewe's story is a tale of adventure, a reminder of resilience, courage, and the boundless possibilities for women who dare to dream. Her determination has not just only lifted her name, but also projected Nigeria's image, strength, and perseverance on the global stage.
This is not the kind of dream I want to dare. Congratulations. All right, let's come back to Abuja. And it's a period of grief and uncertainty for the children of late Mr. and Mrs. Emeka Ihekwerem, the couple who lost their lives following harassment by members of the AMAC task force here in Abuja. Now, the incident which occurred last Wednesday along the Banex-Mabushi corridor left 4 people dead, including the couple, whose tragic end has now thrown their 4 children into sudden orphans. Tessio Mary visited the family's residence here in Abuja, and this is the emotional aftermath of the incident that she brought back.
From what started as a little misunderstanding to confrontation and the eventual death of a couple and 2 touts, also known as Agberos, is the sad story that leaves its trails right here. The incident has left deep scars on the community. Fate dealt a cruel blow to Emeka Ihekwerem and his wife when 3 men suspected to be self-styled transport enforcers forced their way into the couple's vehicle. In the tussle for control of the steering, the car lost balance, collided with another vehicle, and somersaulted before hitting a bridge pillar. The couple died instantly at the Banex-Mabushi corridor. 2 of the assailants were also killed when angry youths at the scene set them ablaze.
If as an AMAC or a union, if you want to attend to a driver, you attend, with caution. But what they really did yesterday was uncalled for. Look at the family. You wasted them just for peanut. How much? Probably 100 naira or 200. You wasted the entire family. A generation is gone.
For Emeka, a contractor from Abia State, and his wife, a businesswoman, it was just another day. They left their home and never returned. The tragedy has left behind 4 children, the eldest, Divine, just 18 and studying abroad, now suddenly thrust into the role of father and mother to younger siblings.
And first of all, I called her around that kind 9 or 10. She didn't pick my call. So I was calling, she didn't pick. Then next thing, a woman then called me and was not like, is anybody there with you? Everybody in the market, they were just going up and down, trying their best to go to the National Hospital because that's where they called them to go to. So then one of my mommy's close customer, her and my mom are very, very close. So then my husband then came to carry me to go to the hospital. That was when they not cross the mortuary. They not took me there. They not took me there and then told me that okay, I should go and see them. Then I went there and I saw one of the Abra.
I've seen their corpse in the mortuary, but inside me is not real. Don't believe it. So it's only God that will take control. I don't know what to say. If somebody opened doors as if they are the one coming back from work.
Only recently, the Abuja Municipal Area Council suspended activities of such individuals but reinstated them in April, a decision that many FCT residents now say must be reviewed, if not completely abolished.
Not like one parent being left out for them. Just a suddenly, both parents were just left out, not because they committed anything or any other offense. Their offense was only for me to go out with my car. I'm just pleading with the government to please come to the aid of Nigeria and stop the issue of this agony.
The mood here reflects agony, with the sad situation leaving 4 children orphans.
Sorry, sometimes these things get to you. All right. Every city tells a story. Lagos, loud, restless, unpredictable. Now they say Lagos toughens you, prepares you for anything. Then comes Abuja, beautiful, organized, but of course with its own challenges. Now my sister, Annie, I call her the Lionheart, thought she had seen it all, until, as they say, Abuja also happened to her. Now, this is what happened. funny, the real initiation isn't the traffic or even the power supply. You know what? It's the rental game. Landlords turn every room and roof into a golden ticket, while tenants are left with calculators in hand, doing, of course, the mathematics. She calls it the golden ticket hustle. Let's hear Annie's story.
Traffic, and more traffic. And then this.
You come from Koto, you know no route. You won't go work for Ikorodu, come lost road. Now somebody direct us to me back here. I don't know say this place now I want.
You see a lot of someone sitting here. Somebody is commit of it. You will not ask him to don't do this.
A coffee shop, Lagos, the city that never sleeps, no dull moments, right?
The house I'm staying now is a room and parlor. When we packed in, we paid 300,000. He now increased it. My next rent now will be 700,000.
You can hear a room for 500,000 naira and hear agreement and commission for 600,000 naira. Please, what is agreement? What is commission?
There no repair anything at all. If something is possible, that we go do it.
Landlords and tenants, their wahala never ends. They're always at it. Don't ask me if I've had a share of of the leaking tap that was apparently part of the decor, and even almost paid rent for the haunted apartment. Then came my redeployment. So I thought, peaceful streets, calm nights, until the rest arrived, and I said, welcome to the capital's housing market. In Abuja, like every city I've lived in, one problem never takes a holiday: accommodation. Landlords and tenants slug it out, sometimes with words, sometimes in ways you wouldn't expect. Over rent, repairs, and just the simple right to a roof over your head. It's like a daily boxing match.
Abuja is, in fact, you can't pay rent now. In fact, not even talk about it. I just came from where we went to run test. Just malaria test here, 22,800. Malaria. How much will I use to treat the malaria?
The ending of last year struck this year. It was double. And you have he's complaining that everything has gone up. So his rent too must go up.
Because we have some kind of natural wickedness in us. That is just it, because if you have not renovated your house or you have not increased money in anything, I don't understand the reason why you should be adding more money.
And seriously, is there any good reason for arbitrary rent hikes?
The cement you bought yesterday for 5,000 naira today is going for about 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira, and so he will want to recoup his expenses. That's the landlord.
And what exactly does the law say? Does it protect tenants or leave them at the mercy of Shylock landlords?
Also, if the rent is to be increased, it is a mutual collaboration of the landlord and the tenant. So landlords are not empowered to increase rent arbitrarily, but rather the rent, once it's to be reviewed upwards, then it has to be agreed by both parties.
The battle continues, but this isn't the end. NEWSLINE will keep following the story, tracking every conflict, every spike, and every push for fairness in Abuja's housing market. Stay tuned, because this story is far from checkmate.
I love the lady that said maybe there is how did she put it? In natural wickedness in us. That's how she puts it. Anyway, the accommodation palaver can never end, especially in the heart of Lagos, where a house that seems to defy gravity now stands. Now, its roof on the ground and its foundation in the air. Can you imagine? What began as a cultural residence rooted in Afro-Brazilian heritage has by chance and creativity transformed into Nigeria's first inverted house. I mean inverted house. But beyond being quickly backdrop for photographs, this upside-down wonder has become a symbol of resilience, ingenuity, and cultural pride. attracting both tourists and locals eager to experience something out of the ordinary. Here is Anwar Yusuf Jibo as he takes us inside this unusual architectural gem where history greets innovation and every corner tells a story of Lagos' vibrant spirit. Eko Nibaje.
From the outside, it's hard to miss. A building that looks as though it has crash-landed from another world. Roof on the ground and the foundation in the sky. But stepping inside is where the real adventure begins. Wow. Every corner here is a surprise. Chairs, tables, and even the bedroom are suspended from above, giving visitors the chance to defy gravity, or at least in their photos.
When I came to this house first, my head was turning me, and then when I now started to get the grip of the place, I now started getting the hang of it, and then I got good poses and pictures.
Creativity breaks the rules and explores what architecture can be as against what it should be. It challenges traditional norms and inspires innovation.
Converted buildings require custom engineering and not necessarily standard materials or solutions. For example, for some techniques, we have special techniques. Some of them are reinforced steel frames to bear unusual weight distribution. The second one is anchoring systems, for example, for buildings that mimic floating effects. Then the hidden load make the structure seem
to the idea of having the wrong side up.
Only place in the Igbo culture is taboo.
It just means you are looking at it the way it is missing out. If not, how is it gifting of life today?
Miss and age-long deeds, the concept of having upside down can also mirror historic events. For example, in Poland, built to symbolize the chaos and confusion of life under communism, where society and values felt inverted. There are similar symbolic structures in different parts of the world. The one in Lagos, the first of its kind in West Africa, was introduced by the Pedro family. It is a bold statement that leisure, art, and architecture can come together to reshape tourism and family entertainment.
We wanted to use this medium to introduce the Lagos rich heritage to people and also explain the pre-independence colonial architecture to people at the same time.
Well, I must confess, walking into this house got me questioning everything I thought I knew about balance. If you don't see me on NEWSLINE on Sunday, please send the rescue team. I might still be hanging from the ceiling.
The rescue team, I mean, life itself is full of ups and downs. Maybe that is just an imitation of what life is really all about. Thank you for bringing us this report. You're watching NEWSLINE. Please don't go away. Just a moment of break, and we'll be right back.
When malaria knocks you down, you can be sure parasites are having a party in your system.
Welcome to our new kingdom, guys!
Comel, an effective weapon against malaria. Attacking the parasite army directly to give you express relief and get you back on your feet effectively. Comel on. Malaria gone.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here! Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Life, they say, is what happens when we're busy making other plans. Right from time, I had my whole dream unfolding ahead of me, ticking all the boxes in my academic journey. I was that child made for the future, but one day, life took a different turn. I lost my father, my sponsor. The loss of my father was the loss of my whole dream. Every day I worked tirelessly to hold my life together, but the gap felt too wide. Until Nel Fund came with a beacon of hope.
Imagine what Nelson Student Loan Initiatives do in the lives of many Nigerian students, giving them a future. Nigeria has never had it so good. This government is putting smiles on the faces of the people more than ever before. Renewing hopes, rebuilding Nigeria. Powered by Citizen Connect Initiative.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. No cubes. That's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Nivea Black and White Deodorant, now with 72-hour protection. But what does that mean? 3 cities in 3 days and no fear of sweat and odor. 120 dances with skin as smooth as the moon. Sweat, stain and odor protection. Nivea Black and White Deodorant. Skin is for embracing life. Nivea is for skin.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave. For soups, stews, or love. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
Confidence is important in life's little things. Strong teeth can help, even if they get a little sometimes. A great smile is useful for the eye. Making friends here when you know fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 23.
Yanzu yarinyar nan har ta manta gida? Bari nin dafa.
Mom's Pride seasoning cubes, now available in Kayamia flavor. A perfect blend of ingredients like garlic, ginger, onion, cloves, and many more. Mom's Pride Kayamia, Mom's Pride Dadawa, and Mom's Pride beef flavor. Mom's Pride. Share the pride.
Great things are happening on the Bet Naija mobile app. Enjoy betting services on a different level in the new season. Access a wide variety of betting options. Bet on your favorite sports with great odds. Win big with Bet Builder. Get great bonuses and promos. Withdraw your winnings with zero stress. Download the Bet Naija app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store today.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us on the line. Now, the ancient city of Benin was agog with the celebration of a life that has touched many people. Family, friends, well-wishers, all gathered to honor Chief Mike Ogiadome, described by many as a leader with a heart for people. Now, as he turns 70, the milestone drew glowing tributes that spoke of his humility, generosity, and passion for rural development, values that have defined his public and private life. Now, for Chief Ogiadome, turning 70 was not just about the passage of time, but also about the impact of a journey that's marked by service. Iduakobong Achibong brings us the details.
The celebration was attended by serving and former governors, deputy governors, legislators, ministers, chief judges, traditional, and religious leaders, friends and family members to pay tribute to Chief Ogiadome's remarkable life and achievement, as well as create a memorable experience. The man of the moment has a track record as a Chief of Staff to former President Goodluck Jonathan and Deputy to former Governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Igbenedion. They are present to cheer the celebrant up for his loyalty and friendship.
Mike is one person that will take a bullet on my behalf. Mike, you have tried, you're a honest person, and I'm quite pleased to associate with you.
It was a great pleasure actually working with Mike for 8 years. I was one of the few governors then that when I traveled, I always gave my full authority to act as deputy governor. I trusted him immensely.
The governor of Edo State represented also speaks kindly of the celebrant.
Kept a very good relationship with his principals. We are learning from you. We thank you, and by the grace of God, God will continue to uphold you.
Other dignitaries take turn to pay glowing tribute, while a video profile of his life, music and comedy performances add color to the event.
Virtually all the former deputy governors across political divides are here. It shows that you can navigate turbulent political waters.
He's a man who, of course, appreciates friends. Congratulate him. He's a friend, he's a mentor, he's a spiritual compass.
He's kind, he has taught me so many things, and I love you, Daddy.
A native of Fuga in Etako Central local government area of Edo State, Chief Michael Giadome is happily married to his wife, Louisa. He has won several awards and has made a lasting impact in political and administrative leadership in Nigeria.
Suffice it to say that I'm not an aggressive money seeker. You know, I do things that cut across and give a greater good to a greater number of people. Whatever industry I'm involved in, I continue to pursue.
Here is wishing him many more blissful years ahead.
Now, in Bida, Niger State, the one for all children alive, as Yesu Nupe Yaya Abubakar confers the title of Martin Rabban Nupe on Muhammad Maman Nami, immediate past Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service. The honor is in recognition of his contribution and service to people. Now, the ceremony was a tapestry of colors, music, and togetherness. Here is Fatima Aliu with the glitz and glamour of the event for NEWSLINE.
The Wadata Palace of the Etinupe was a goal of people from all walks of life who converged to identify the two illustrious sons and daughter of the Nupe Kingdom, honored with traditional titles in recognition of their impact on humanity, among whom is the immediate past Chief Executive Chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mohammed Mamanami, as the Major Rabban Nupe, meaning Treasurer Nupe Kingdom. As a true ambassador of Nupes with impeccable record of honesty and integrity, as well as made indelible marks that have impacted on many lives, Mohammed Nami was found worthy of prestigious title. Destabani was therefore to officially confer the title on Mohammed Nami, giving him the mandate to serve as a title holder in Bida Emirate Council and expected to provide the needed support to the Etinupe for the overall growth and development of the Nupe land in particular and Niger State in general.
For them to achieve this novelty of royal title, that means they have done very, very well. So we urge them to continue, and we shall allow Allah the Almighty to continue to guide them and give them the wherewithal to continue their own quota.
For the Nupe to have singled them out, to recognize them for their services to the nation, I think it's a very great day today.
It's a kind of a call for a duty
for them to serve more to the glory of God.
Mama Nami, known for his expertise in revenue generation and finance, a patriot and strong advocate for quality service delivery.
For us, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is so committed to doing what he can to fortify our traditional institutions.
These are people who are being honored for their services to the nation, for their services to the community, and who are also being encouraged to do more.
So we need the experiences of his life to be able to improve our physical environment.
Almost we should thank the Tinubu for keeping culture, and tradition still embedded in this community.
Mohamed Nami is deserving of the traditional title. We can say that he has paid his dues to Nigeria.
The Mohamed Nami is a good leader, a dynamic leader, he has been very good.
Title well deserved. It has been bestowed on a person, a humble person, a person of integrity.
It was a symbol of efficient and effective representation for the Nupe people. It's to improve on those achievements he has made.
For the new Majin Rabban Nupe, a title bestowed on him was for him to add more value to humanity.
It's a great honor for you out of millions of Nupes to be recognized as Majin Rabban. The little I did for Nigeria, Niger State, for the Nupe people is being recognized today. I'm very hopeful that there are more responsibilities to come, that my foundation will do more.
Guests thereafter were treated to sumptuous meals at the reception.
For our next story, this is home. They say music is food for the soul. But in the workplace, motivation is the true fuel that keeps the spirit alive. And for the staff of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, their Director General, Comrade Salihu Abdulhamid Dembos, has been serving it in full measure. For Annie Daniels, it was a magical moment hearing her name mentioned warmly by the DG in front of her colleagues and senior bosses. Now, that simple recognition lit up Annie's day. But Annie's not alone. Many of us staff members have also felt the DJ's touch of encouragement. Sometimes it came through thoughtful words that dropped right on your WhatsApp, other times through practical gestures. Of course, go beyond the ordinary. Now, it's motivation that doesn't just stay at the level of speeches, but it reaches the heart in very tangible ways. So tonight, Annie Daniels turns the spotlight back on Comrade Dembos, as is fondly called by all of us, not as the head of an organization, but as a leader who truly, truly understands that people thrive when they are valued.
He is Comrade Salihu Abdulhamid Dembos, the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA. My first encounter with him remains unforgettable. He is the kind of leader who gives wings to fly, the courage to dream, and the chance to aspire to greater heights.
I've long been watching your stories, and your stories seems to be special in nature and out of the ordinary. It's not just the day-to-day reports that we package, and you go sometimes extra mile to go to some difficult terrains. When I saw you in Lagos, I encouraged you, I told you that you should keep it up, and we are proud of you in the NTA, just like all other staff. But you know, your style of news reporting is unique.
I must confess, I still feel butterflies in my stomach. But hey, don't get me wrong. This isn't just about me. It's about the NTA family spread across the world.
I was very shocked one day when I was just summoned upstairs. And when I got there, lo and behold, it was a congratulatory handshake, a commendation, and an award. He was watching on TV without knowing me personally. That's the kind of person he is.
You know the high level he sees as a DG.
he calmed down to somebody like me, to greeted me. Even sometimes if I see he didn't see me, he greet me.
If he's coming, I open the door for him, he will look at you and greet you very well. So you don't carry himself as if like he's the DG.
He's a person of transparent character, integrity and honesty, and it shows that he's a leader for all.
Yes, you heard right. The right leader with the right staff. What a combination. The best is surely yet to come. Then came a story. For a moment, it left many worried. But like every good story, with a brighter chapter, hope returns. Comrade Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos is back at the helm of affairs. And you can feel it, the apparent excitement in the air. From newsrooms to transmitter stations, the buzz is all about the positive impact of his return. And believe me, this is not stage-managed drama. The people are genuinely happy. For many, his leadership is more than policy, but about people. His commitment to excellence and his people-first approach are touching lives across the authority.
His leadership skills are exceptional. His vision, exceptional. I'm thrilled. I'm beyond thrilled to have him back.
He started something good for the organization. The transformation we are witnessing in NTA. Let him sustain it.
He doesn't like cutting corners, and he doesn't like people shaking their responsibilities. Under him, we piloted so many projects. NTA went on to sign an MOU with the then LMC League Management Company.
I want to use this medium to appreciate Mr. President. Thank you for reconsidering, his return.
Sometimes I find it, very, very amazing when my former DGs call to say kudos to you and your colleagues out there who are watching you, and each time they see anything that they feel that need to be corrected, willingly they will call. And I don't take that for granted. Honestly speaking, I count myself and you, our colleagues, very privileged to have leaders that always care for us. All of them are wonderful people, and including the former executive directors and all. One is privileged, and I'm very glad that I have found myself in this wonderful organization that is called NTA.
At the end of the day, there is a lesson here for all of us. Treat people right, because someday the story told about you could either break hearts or inspire smiles. Life may play its tricks, but Claire's got the script firmly in hand. Over to you, Claire.
Annie, many, of course, are called comrades, but very few comrades come with a cape. And with our own comrades, our own comrades with the CSAD, just watch, very soon, comrade will be the hottest skill in demand. Watch out. You know what I mean? All right. Across many families, fathers often share a special bond with their daughters, one that offers emotional support, shapes self-esteem, and influences life choices, while also heartwarming. This closeness can sometimes stir silent envy among siblings. And in the next report, Evelyn Badwekbo explores the roots, the rewards, and ripple effects of father-daughter connection in shaping family dynamics and personal development.
Call her a girl child or daddy's girl, and you are not wrong. These are some descriptions that best explain the relationship that exists between the father and daughter. But why is this bond special?
My daughter is feeling closer to me. If I don't call her, even while I work, she will try to call me, do all this. But my sons tend to also go closer to the mother. That one, I don't know. I cannot describe, maybe by nature.
We will always see daughters being closer to their fathers while the sons are closer to the mothers.
So it has always been like that. To me, it's not new. I've always seen that it's been like that.
A school of thought believes that a daughter is one who is born with a deep sense of compassion and love that translates into womanhood. Could this be the reason for this special connection?
First daughters, they are very, very much in love with their father, even more than their mothers. Because the love my first daughter bequeathed to me, I don't think she has bequeathed that to the mother.
You see, most times we wake up in the morning and the other brother will not come closer, but your daughter will come closer. Daddy, good morning, ask you how was the night. And even most times when you come back home, she will be the person to, first of all, welcome you to the house.
For some, the father-daughter bond is seen as a natural order ordained by God. However, many people do not share this singular experience, as some believe all children, male or female, attract equal affection from both parents.
Both sexes are closer to me. All the parents to be closer to their children, no matter the sex or gender or anything.
I'm closer to all of them, but I've just observed that my daughter seems to be fond of me more than the mom.
Does the father-daughter bond influence the thoughts or future actions of the daughter?
Whenever they find a man, it is their father that will collect the dowry. So that respect will be there.
Such bonds,
the very thing that determines the relationship of children to their parents is the atmosphere, the situation between the father and the mother. Draw closer to the father. When situations arise, the voice of the father is always measured by the children.
The father-daughter bond may vary from person to person, but certainly one built on trust, development and mutual respect, many believe is worthy of note. Whether father-daughter or father-son or mother-daughter or mother-son, unconditional love should be the force that should sustain.
All right, another interesting story is up. Graduation, once a milestone reserved for university students, has now become trickled down to almost every stage of learning, from nursery to primary and even crèche. Parents are called to don their best attires, pay fees, and sometimes even stretch their pockets just to celebrate their children's graduation. Now, for many families, it's a moment of joy and pride, but for others, it may come with the burden of cost and the worry that young ones are being exposed too early to the lure of materialism. Now, Chinyere Fesi Okoye takes us into the lives of parents and educators alike to find out whether these ceremonies are truly adding value to education, or are they becoming yet another financial strain at the home?
Graduation ceremony is a milestone that celebrates the hard work and achievements of both students and teachers. It marks the culmination of a year filled with learning, growth, and dedication. To analysts, the recent trend of graduation ceremony from pre-nursery to nursery, nursery 3 to basic 1, basic 6 to 1, JSS 3 to SS1 plus more, is taking its toll. Academic needs and others to attend.
It is not anchored on education properly. I think the motive is money making.
If it's a graduation, those who have completed WAEC, SS3, and they are transiting to higher institutions, you can understand that. But to ask a child in nursery and primary to do graduation, I see it as an aberration.
I'm seeing it as just a means of getting money by different institutions, both the church and other things. They can just use their special uniform or the graduation gown that the school has. It will reduce costs for some parents, because the primary school, a lot of them has not seen the world and they don't know what they are diving into. So giving them that high hopes in primary that there is always a special occasion for graduation, then secondary school they would want to do more.
For the girl child, the latest hairstyle, most beautiful outfit and shoes remain order of the day. The question is, do all these translate to academic excellence at any level?
You see, it is very wrong to expose children to such materialistic tendencies from the cradle. And I must tell you, in the Anambra State educational space, we have categorically said that such will never happen again. We are talking about all schools, not just about the private schools alone.
Findings further show that some involve in graduation ceremony to belong to the happening class in today's competitive world. Others do it to show the stuff their school is made of, as it affords participants chance to show their talents in various presentations.
We don't need to look at the burden. Life itself is a burden.
It will tell the students that after one level, that you are going for another level.
The rate of amount we are spending there is somehow.
Because I know some parents, they went and borrowed money because of the graduation.
Those days, the private schools do it. But now, public school emulate them so that they will be drawing population.
In all, the respondent states that moderation should remain the watchword, and parents and guardians should endeavor not to please anyone. They should plan according to their resources and means, as all fingers, they say, are not and can never be equal.
A very good place to take a break. NEWSLINE will continue in a moment.
TerraCube is available in beef, chicken, jollof and shrimp flavors at attractive prices of 50, 100, 200 and 500 naira.
TerraCube, unwrap joy, unleash taste.
It's the choices you make that set you apart from being good to being great. My choice? Nivea Men Deep Body Lotion with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Gives you both dark wood fragrance and 48-hour moisture. And my other top choice for all-day freshness, Nivea Men Deep Roll-On for 72-hour protection and fragrance with Max Tech, powered by Black Carbon. Skin is for playing smart. Nivea is for skin.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Your cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's it, Coco. Let's give it accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
House refreshment is goodness to go round. The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment, which contains fresh cow milk. Enjoy Full House goodness filled with essential vitamin and minerals. Peak, reach for your peak.
What food do you need?
Food is ready.
To impress. It's the choices you make that set you apart from being good to being great. My choice? Nivea Men Deep Body Lotion with Max Tech, powered by Black Cabin, gives you both dark wood fragrance and 48-hour moisture. And my other top choice for all-day freshness, Nivea Men Deep Roll-On for 72-hour protection and fragrance with Max Tech, powered by Black Cabin. Skin is for playing it smart. Nivea is for skin.
Yanzu yarinyar nan har ta manta gida. Bari in dafa.
Mom's Pride seasoning cubes now available in Kalmia flavor, a perfect blend of ingredients like garlic, ginger, onion, cloves, and many more. Mom's Pride Kalmia, Mom's Pride flavor, Mom's Pride. Share the pride.
At your day and a good time.
Kivo Creamer.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Creamer.
Nazi Margarita.
Kivo Creamer.
Great things are happening on the Bet Niger mobile app. Enjoy bets on a different level in the new season. Access a wide variety of options. Bet on your favorites with great odds. Win big with Bet Builder. Get great bonuses and promos. Withdraw your winnings with zero stress. Download the Bet Niger app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store today.
Welcome back. Now, have you ever wondered why rice holds a very special place on the tables of most Nigerian homes, and why Nigerians, young and old, never joke with jollof? That smoky, spicy delicacy that often stirs friendly rivalry across West Africa. Well, let's journey together tonight into the world of jollof rice, exploring why it's a staple in our celebrations and why Nigerians passionately guard its place as a national pride. Imeldom, the report is of course presented here in our studios.
Rice, a highly acceptable staple food in Nigeria, is a common delicacy that is widely consumed and integrated into daily meals in most homes and at special occasions. Apart from this food commodity being farmed locally, Nigeria remains a significant consumer of rice in West Africa. This staple food can be prepared in different ways, like jollof, fried, banga rice, or white with stews, making it adaptable to different tastes and meals.
You can never get tired of eating jollof rice in Nigeria. When you go to Owambe, what's the start? It is jollof rice, so jollof can never go out of style.
It's the creativity, is the harmony, is the happiness.
While jollof rice remains a super popular and iconic dish at public functions, this caught the interest of the international community to recognize it and set a day aside to elaborately celebrate it. So we asked, why jollof?
You can keep your jollof for 2 days. It's not when you preserve it in a very good place.
You garnish it with all manner of sauce. You understand? So you can't get that in a stew.
Because I asked him, say, why are you like jollof? He said, jollof easy takes. That's why I'm cooking every Sunday.
This one-pot dish made with a lot of condiments like tomatoes, onions, pepper, vegetable oil, among other spices, stands at the center of social gatherings and celebrations as a delicious Nigerian cuisine, versatile and sumptuous dish.
There are some parties that where you go, the first thing they ask is jollof rice. Some people that they have that flair for jollof rice. If there's no jollof rice at that party, whether you eat swallow or any other variety of food, it will be hard for them.
Because of its distinctive taste, attractive coloring and flavor, jollof has come to be recognized as a Nigerian cuisine with cultural and social significance, a preferred choice for communal eating, even more appealing when paired with the various proteins like chicken, beef, fish, or veggies. And so I ask Claire, if not, what else would it be?
Amala and Begiri. I'm sure you got that. That's for me. I'm not a fan of this, but I love amala. And then maybe sometimes I go for two. Anyway, let's get to Bayelsa, where nature cracks open the secrets of the sea and rivers. Now, one of the treasures we'll find is crab, a prized seafood loved for its taste and versatility. In Bayelsa State, these humble creatures thrive in abundance during, of course, their season, serving as a delicacy and also as a source of livelihood for many. That's why tonight we are bringing you this rich flavor all the way from Bayelsa.
Being a riverine area, is a state blessed with abundant seafoods. One of such seafoods which may not be popular is crab, popularly known by Bayelsa people as algo. Crabs are aquatic invertebrates with sharp claws in many species. They are found in both salt and fresh water, as well as outside water during rainy season. Being a coastal environment, crab harvesting is a veritable coastal enterprise that provides livelihood to those involved in it.
The crab business, they fine, and customer like crab well. They give us small money, even though you know big. Crab business is okay.
They increase them because before we buy like 20, 1,000, sometimes they buy 15, 1,000, but now we buy 13, 1,000. They make gain day.
Then they bring up for a kenny, akasa. We they buy from this under this water side here.
These seafoods, which are in abundance in rainy season, can be used in preparing different delicacies such as soups, stew, pepper soup, and other foods that are porridge.
My son loves much. I use it for stew. Okra soup are the best. Even egusi you can use it. Crab is one of the most delicious seafood I will always tell people to buy.
I eat crab very well. Crab, you can use it and cook stew. So anytime that I eat it, I will not rest till I the pot of this food finish before I will rest.
I like eating it. And
right, I'm sure by now you must have known that history and nature are aligned this evening across parts of Africa as millions watched a rare solar eclipse that briefly turned day into night in some parts of the continent. Now, from Nigeria to Ghana and across of the Central and East Africa, the skies dimmed as the moon moved across the face of the sun. Now, in some locations, it was partial, while in others, residents experienced the breathtaking ring of fire effect. The sun edges glowed brightly around the moon. Now, astronomers describe it not just as a scientific wonder, but also an opportunity to educate communities about celestial events, schools, and universities as well. Now, for many, the eclipse was both awe-inspiring and symbolic. And unfortunately, we didn't have time to also watch that. So let's flip the page, and it's where we end our conversation for tonight. But don't forget to join us on all our social media handles, and we'll continue our conversation. I am Claire Adelabu Abdurazak. Good night, everyone.
Then look no further at NTA Knowledge on Star Times Channel 359. We will showcase your school's graduation, excursion, inter-house sports, community service, school's registration of new intakes, and more. For enquiries and advert placement, please dial 0805 906